What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream of Max Don't Grenade. We're back a little bit faster than I thought maybe we would be, but wanted to get some streams in. I'm feeling myself. I liked how I performed in the series. We ended up with a profitable series. We're gonna see if we can continue that post series. Some boosted guarantees on BetRivers Poker also kind of enticed me to join back in here, and we're gonna get into the action right away. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are currently just two tabling. We're in the uppercut PKO here and in the $50 grant. The $50 grant, one of the tournaments that had that guarantee boosted. We're gonna see if we can get a piece of it tonight. I think we fold here 4 ways. We did have the 9 of diamonds, but doesn't seem strong enough to draw to. Ace Jack, though. Limpers abound. Raise here. And no one is going to fold. Even the big blind was like, what's another 5.3 big blinds? Really managed to isolate down the field here. Let's just flop Broadway. Instead, it's 8, King 8. I don't have an 808 drum. This is where it sucks to inflate the pot because we go 5 ways, so somebody has always hit this board. We are much less likely to take it down with a C-bet. We will just fold. In a typical tournament, we do expect someone to fold pre, but these tournaments ain't typical, y'all. These players are going ham. It's a lot of chips in the middle. Slow playing an 8, I guess. Makes the most sense. Like slow playing on the flop, fast playing it after that, obviously. Sometime around midnight. We're gonna raise again. This time with King 8 suited over a limp. Nobody folds. Oh my gosh, some people folded. We're only going to be 3 ways to the flop. C-bets have a chance of working. We are actually going to choose a C-bet on this board even though we didn't hit it. I feel like it's disconnected enough. Check. I have a king kicker. You are betting pot. We are incongruous, my friend. We're not on the same page or even the same chapter. Homeless and lost in the haze of the wine. How'd you finish in the curtain call? 6th, I think. There were 2 limpers, and I jammed an ace jack for, I don't know, 10 bigs. And the limpers, one of them had ace queen. It was like UTG +1 limper had ace queen in a hyper at the end of the tournament. I mean, I don't know how you account for that. So classic. They got me. The limp trap got me. The limp inviting like a 4-way pot with ace queen off instead had me have a jammable, what I thought was a slam dunk jammable. I think they had king queen and ace queen. I don't remember if the first one was king queen. It might have had something else, but definitely the hand I lost to, I remember, obviously it was ace queen. But no, I mean, a very good day save, and honestly series, well, not series save, but series improver. That day went from like, I was like minus 740 when I signed off, and then I ended up like plus 430 or something. It was like a almost $1,200 swing. It's a 2-player swing. Catches a Houlihan. Jiggities. Raise them up. Flashing the watch tan. Bang. It's not that pronounced because I'm not that tan. Does AG like his music loud? Oh shit. A little bit, yeah. My reply is no. Listen here, you little shit. Anyway, now that I don't have to shout, yeah, I ran ace jack and ace queen. Limper of ace queen in the curtain call, sadly. I mean, I love playing with the exploitable limpers overall, but it is really annoying when you have like when it works. When they have the setup that like they're like, yes, my plan has come to fruition. You fool! You've activated my trap. A simple ruse. And now you are the fool. You thought I was the fool and you are the fool. I limped like I didn't have a strong hand, but I did. I'm on a different level. It's so frustrating. So we faked it. Classic. Ace and a 9 of spades. Let's make a flush versus Leonard. Is there any other word that has the E-O-N and is pronounced N, like Leonard? Is that French? It's not French, it would be Lenard, but maybe it is just still just leftover from French because it's the Len part. No, in French, I think even it would be Leonard. This is like a decent question for AI, actually. This is like the kind of shit that AI might actually be good at. Is there any other English word where the EO is pronounced the way it is in Leonard? Leopard, Leonard. Of course, I should have thought of leopard. Jeffrey. That's not a real Jeffrey though. Nobody likes Geoff Jeffrey. Come on. Geoff Jeffrey is one of those names where you are doomed your entire life to have your name spelled wrong. And some people don't consider that doom. Some, like, I think it shapes you, right? Because I think my wife is the same way. Her name is Casey. It's spelled K-A-S-E-Y, and many times I've seen people write her name with a C. But she's vaccinated against it, basically, right? She's inoculated because it's happened so many times. She's desensitized. And even to the point where, like, I thought of this when we were naming Eden. We were looking at other names and stuff, and I was like, I don't really want her to have an alternative name and have to correct people her entire life. And she was like, she didn't see why it was a problem because she had to do it and it didn't bother her. But she doesn't know any other life, you know? She doesn't know. Like, she can't look at it objectively and be like, I would have saved so much time in my life saying, like, oh, it's actually K-A-S-E-Y. Like, doesn't that annoy you? And she's like, it's just how it is. That's just how having a name is. I'm like, no, it's not how having a name is. It doesn't have to be. People do occasionally spell Keith wrong, but it's not like there's a standard. It's just because people mess up IE in general. It's not like there's a standard spelling of Keith and my name goes against it. It's just people struggle with EIIE always, I think. Like, if my name was Reed, R-E-I-D, people would still spell it R-I-E-D. or if my name was Pierce, which is, I believe, Pierce. Usually, people would spell it the other way, Pei. I ended up getting 12th in the mini main. Had a super passive guy on my left. 10-0 in 30 hands. Shoved Jack 7 to steal. Snapped with Ace 7. Flop Jack XX turn Ace. Yeah. That's not. It is a hard thing on BetRivers, right? Like 10-0 over 30 hands. 30 hands, not very many. You know what I mean? Like, they seem super passive because they haven't done anything in 3.5 orbits, but maybe they were just super card dead. You know, like I do the same thing. Yeah, I think you have to like sort of like ratchet up your like trusting of small sample sizes, since you know, because of the anonymity. It'll bite you in the ass sometimes. I mean, it's not like he had nothing and you were wrong necessarily in your read. He might have still been passive, but like A7 was just good enough even for a passive player in that type of spot. But feels a little too greedy to try to ISO here. It's very tempting with the 8-7 of clubs, but we'll bow out. Would have been live. Would have had a very nice flop. Maybe greed is good. But I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't like name my kid Alex and make it like ALYXX or something like that, right? To me, it's just a colossal pain in the ass. I did the one that I run into more often actually than misspellings though is mishearings. Like just with like phone call quality and stuff. I constantly will say Keith and people will hear like they'll say like Pete, Steve. That, and for some reason people always think my name is like, they misremember my name as Kevin. Because like they just like K name sticks in their brain and they go Kevin, right? I'm like, no. It's just the, I guess it's the most common K name. So like their brain's doing them a solid trying to remember. Two Jesse Wells songs in a row. What are you doing here, playlist? What are you doing here, randomness, being actual random and putting two of the same artists in a row? That's supposed to be impossible. Guy who, average human who doesn't understand true random whatsoever. I got the same card 2 hands in a row. This deck is rigged. The worst starting hand has won 5 times in a row. I'm never playing here again. Got me the sleep I wanted, so I couldn't complain. Fair enough. Yeah, I was a little bummed over the obviously the second place again in a trophy event in the mini super high roller. It really came down to that we were playing three-handed and it was, you know, two more standard players and a maniac, and you're just hoping you're the one to catch the maniac's punt, but I wasn't the one. And then we were 5-1 chip deficit going into heads up or so, something like that. Maybe even more than 5-1. It's pretty bad. But at least we got the one piece of hardware over the course of the series. We can't all be Dr. Dad after all. I will return in just a few, folks, when we come back. More BetRivers Poker action here on a nice chill post series Tuesday stream. I'll see you soon. I get my name pronounced all the time. I get my name pronounced wrong all the time. It's very weird. Well, it's hard for me to judge whether or not that's weird unless I know your name. You don't have to tell me your name, your first name, but I don't expect that if you value your privacy or whatever. But I have no idea. Like if your name is like Sean and it's pronounced like the wrong all the time, that's strange. If your name is like, I don't know, your name is something sort of foreign. Like I would expect people like with names like Yvette or names like fucking, I don't even know. It's hard to think of a foreign name that's hard to pronounce for Americans off the top of my head, but I would assume if your name has any kind of ethnic, non-American like ethnic trait to it, you're gonna run into some problems here in this country. And I mean that might go for other countries too, like in the reverse. Like maybe I'm sure they have hard times pronouncing American names. I do run into, like, I've had foreign individuals have a hard time pronouncing the TH. Sometimes that's like a phoneme or a diphthong that doesn't exist in other countries as much. So they'll say like Keith. They can't say the Keith. You know, they don't hit the part of it, you know. Ace King of Clubs here. I also mishear my name all the time because like keys is a very common thing for people to shout. Like, have you seen my keys? And I hear like keys. And I'm like, yeah. You know, that shit happens all the time. There's a bunch of like fairly commonly used words that sound like my name, like keys, beef, wreath. Wreath is not very commonly used, but there's a bunch of like long E th or long ef sounding words that just sound like my name. Crazy Ace King of Clubs here. We're in a PKO. We're covered, but they cover us. I'm willing to just fucking ball here. And we're actually ahead. We're 75% to get a full double here for heaps. Hold. Very nice. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? I think you mean we can't all be OMC Escher? Damn, ain't that the truth. I would pick that one over Dr. Dad Poker, I think. Despite him winning a leaderboard, yeah. High roller and main event win in the same night is pretty... It is Sean? Holy shit, really? Did I just fucking one-shot you? I had no idea, for real. I did not dox you. I did not know. You hear scene a lot? That's insane. That's insane. Scene. I mean, I don't know. People are stupid is my only people are dumb is my only like response to that, I guess. Like some people just like they just phonetically pronounce everything, and like I don't know, like I'm pretty good at the words, so like, you know, there's little things, context clues and things like that, right? And even if I had never seen the name Sean, I feel like I would be more likely than most to look at SEAN and be like, is your name, and then be like, Sean? Because like I've never heard someone named Scene before, so that's very unlikely. So maybe use your brain a little bit. I don't know, but like, yeah, You see that with a lot of stuff. Like some people just read everything absolutely 100% phonetically. Ace 9 straight beats 2 pair here for a pretty large pot. We have not had very strong starting hands so far in the, like this one. We got 3-bet with the ace jack. We folded. It's like the best starting hand I've had. Ace 6 here. I have a pair. It's hard to make a pair in this game, but we don't really feel too attached to making a pair in this game on a 3 of the flush board when our opponent is betting pot. Which I think you're like kind of never supposed to do in this spot. I don't know, maybe it's good if you have like, well, we're not going to belabor the point, we're just going to fold. I wonder if there is this time, like maybe it actually is better multi-way to bet pot. As a bluff, like one stab bluff, you fold out like the small clubs because they're afraid. Like the first player is afraid of the player behind them, and it needs to account for the player behind them, so they want to call a small club. And then the second player, maybe you just get lucky they don't have a club at all, or maybe they are thinking you would never do that into 3 players. Maybe it actually generates some folds in a 3-way. Now, do I think the average player in the $20 uppercut PKO is operating on that level? Not necessarily. We are going to squeeze jam here for 26 bigs with ace jack. We're called by ace jack. We'd like to see some red cards. No more black cards though. Okay, thankfully we do chop it up. Always a sweat. At ace 4 here, we'll bet the river. Chop it up with ace 3. You beautiful last shrew. We bet here we get snap called by our opponents. Check the turn. We'll check the river. I can't believe I actually just sniped your name. If that's for real your name. I never know with you SMF because you're so good at trolling. Now I mean I guess it would make sense because maybe it's your initials. Maybe it's nickname your friends gave you in school, Sean the motherfucker. Motherfucking Sean. Motherfucking scene. I have a friend whose name is just Drew. Like he was named Drew. And he gets a little peeved. It ticks him off when people call him Andrew. Or like he gets stuff addressed to him as Andrew. Every now and then I call him Andy, just to like when he's like pissing me off or I want to fuck with him a little bit. But I think it genuinely does piss him off, so I don't do it very much. I think he genuinely like fuck you. I think he genuinely gets a little mad. I am definitely going to toast him at his bachelor party, though, because that's the bachelor party I'm going to this weekend. I'm definitely going to say, here's to Andrew, you know. Definitely going to do that at some point. We raised pre here. Start with a check. Both players call. All right. We raised here, and then it was like click 3-bet, call, call. Open for a jack on the turn here, or a spade to feel emboldened to continue would have worked as well. I check, folks. The fuck is going on here? I mean, I don't think we can rightly bluff at this point. We definitely could have bluffed. If min click 3-bet with 3-3 is fucking sending me, dude. Now they've min click 3-bet me again. I thought about 4-bet jamming since they min clicked me with 3-3. King queen here in the uppercut. We raise 3 callers, button through big blind, all call. Fucking 1 into 10. We're gonna take the other tack here and raise. Get out of here with your 1 into 10 lead. If this player jams, we'll call if everyone folds for sure. Here we jam, king 10 suited for 15. Or bet from king queen of spades. That's not what we want to see. Diamond's got 29%. We need a 7 or a 10. GG. We will re-enter the $50. I'm not satisfied with that performance. We're back in there. A 10-7 here. With 2 pair, I gotta call and see what you got. 8-3 of spades with a straight. Very nicely played. Very, very well done. You earned that big blind. You did. We joined the $10 Hamilton. We'll get in the Benjamin too. I'm not gonna get in there just yet. We'll get in there soon. Actually, you know what? I am gonna get in there right now. I changed my mind. The Benjamin. Oh my god, it's the Benjamin. The Bernadjamin. The greatest. Ace Queen gets the double at the last second. The LOL is the most common response to losing a pot by far. Way ahead of WoW, which I think is in second place. Raise the 7-6 of clubs. C-bet and both players call. Okay, a big bet and a snap call. 10-9 has trips. Other player had Jack 10. Did not want to exit the pot. We're just trying to see if we can ISO the bounty here. Nope. Aria was calling no matter what amount I put in here, maybe? Now we find ourselves with Queen 7 and our dick in our hand. Flop a pair. Player finally folds, and we get the bounty and the stack with a queen and a 7. Meow, take on me. Ace Jack down here. Flop is 6-3 deuce two-tone, which if there's ever a flop that favors the big blind, it's going to be this one. We're going to check back. Raise here. Raise the king 10 suited. Pink. 6-9 had 2 pair. Raised here with king 10. No, no, no. When you pull these blocker bets, I'm going to raise. Okay, don't like that that's happening behind. Now we need a king. Maybe a 10. The jig is up when we don't bluff again here. Yeah, jack 8. That's fair. We're really just targeting this player who does these like cheeky little blocker bets, and we do run into a player with jack 8 that limp called behind, but it's fine. Oh, I'm sore today, so we are gonna not last very long on this standing desk for the moment. Sitting back down. Raising here in the Benjamin with ace 4 suited. Boots with the fur, clothes with fur. You know, Shoney got low. Got a fold here, no bounty hunt for us with the 7-4-0. Pocket 10s versus Ace King, though. Tens are going to scoop the bounty on the stack there. My turn. Anyone I ever met. We're happy to just end the hand here. I mean, if like we just don't like, I don't mind denying equity and preventing overcards from coming. We're gonna 3-bet on the flop when they raise us in position. I was not probably gonna stack off. I think when they are gonna 4-bet on the flop, you're gonna very rarely see 4-bet bluffs. At this ABI especially, and when they do 4-bet, they're gonna have a deuce. So he's here with pocket 9s over 3 limpers. Two players call. Flop is queen, queen, 3. I guess we're just all in here. King 5. I guess we're folding in the Hamilton. We jam here and get it through with the King 5. They fold. Against other players, we might raise the ISO here. We actually don't want to scare out the player that we cover here. So we're just going to limp. I mean, we cover every player at this table, but we don't want to scare out this player. And we do flop our set. Sadly, everyone folds to our bet. Over 2 limpers here. Just gonna jam my 10s. For 23. A limp call, ace 10. We got 69% chance to double here. But they flop Broadway, so like fuck me, I guess. Just fuck me, I think is what that means. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm gonna re-enter one more time. I'm gonna get in the 150 one more time, or the 150, the $50 grant one more time. It's so hard to go out like that. Queens versus sevens here. Queens get the knockout. Raise king, queen. This player jams will ISO because this player's calling super duper wide. They jam, we ISO, and hope to not see ace king. Or aces, kings, or queens. Hope we're flipping or dominating, unlikely, but hope we're flipping basically. They tank and fold. I want to get bets out of them if they have a king, because they're gonna have like a worse king than us. And I don't know that they'll call 3 streets, but I think they'll bet 3 streets. Sadly, they check back flop and fold turn. Raise here with pocket tens in the grant. Watch that scene. We're 3 ways to the flop, which is jack high. Ugh. Leads 2/3 pot. Our 10's in a very weird spot there. We just fold. We're gonna walk with the 5 high. We like that. I'm addicted to you. We're raising larger here because the big blind is forced all in. I think it makes sense. Small blind calls. Here I go bluffing again. Win the side, we lose to Jack 10 for the main pot. Still addicted to you. Little spite raising here. I'm addicted to you. And I need it. I'm addicted to you. Squeezing here with ace queen of hearts. We ISO the queen 9. They flop a 9. Still worth it to ISO. We only end up losing our 3 big blinds at the end of the day. Juliana loves me right now. Wanna do this again? I'm addicted to you. Wild Wild West, Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider, no, you don't want nada. Heading here on the turn after everybody checked flop and everybody checked turn. Surely just betting with the best hand, but we're happy to deny 3 players from seeing river cards. From seeing a river card collectively. Obviously, I don't expect there to be more than 1 river card. Madman lost his damn mind in the West. Mm-hmm. See if it takes it down here. Done it again, y'all. Done it again. It's raised in the Benjamin with Queen 9 of clubs. The snap call from the button. And a nice squeeze. This is always a great spot to squeeze because this player knows, I mean, they're raising very large, so they might just have a good hand too. But, I mean, I have a wide range here is cut off. This range is capped, so it's a good place for a squeeze. We are going to fold the Queen 9 suited, but the button does call. See what they do here on the Queen 8-6 rainbow flop. They're gonna raise. Now it's getting a little spicy. Now it's interesting. Now it's poker. Big blind gives up the charade. Feeling good. Like I shouldn't. We just lose our raise from our Queen 9 suited, sadly. How about an ace jack this time? Like I should. Went and took a walk around the neighborhood, feeling blessed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Ace Jack's gonna beat Ace 5 here. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. All in here with King 10 in the $50 grant. We'll get that one through. You said, son, when you grow up. He said, will you defeat them, you demons? We got pocket fours here. We have river to straight. to say the marching band. Ace 10 we raise here. I hate folding this small with 3-bet, but we are going to fold. Honestly, that's a flop that can make me feel pretty happy about folding. Three betting here with ace king suited. Carry on, to carry on. So raise king jack now. Bet flop here on 997. Player calls. We're gonna check on the duplicate 7 turn. I've got a queen kicker, y'all. Ten, 8, 5, 6, 6, 8. Jack 10. Nobody bluffs. So many bluffs. Nobody bluffs. Hero call with queen high. Very wrong. Quite wrong. We didn't believe. All the combos that would bluff, that would call flop and then bluff, queen high is ahead of. But nobody bluffs. So like that the logic should stop right there. Are we gonna be in for a fourth bullet? Don't worry about it. Wait, why are you asking? I thought we were friends. Why are you asking me that? Oh my. 1.3. That was our bluff stab. We give up now. Now we bluff? Now we bluff. Cool. Jack's here and we got 3.5 big blinds. Let me think about this one. Prage for the comeback in the Grant. Jacks, we're flipping with king queen suited. Why are we flipping? We only had 3 big blinds. Keep the faith. We're back. 9 big blinds. I'm rich. Imagine thinking people bluff, chat. Imagine convincing yourself that some people bluff. After all this time. You got me, baby. All right, we are off to the break, folks. When we come back, more action here in the Uppercut PKO. The Grant, the Benjamin, and the Hamilton. I shall return as we see King, Queen of Diamonds losing a massive pot to pocket queens. We'll be right back. Spicy one here, folks. We are going to ISO jam. Get through the stacks that concern us, and we flip with 8s. We turn a king, and we scoop the bounty. Down here in the Benjamin, we defend our queen 8 of clubs. Call the c-bet here. You win. You turned your Jack 10 into a bluff. Good job. Ace Queen here. Player calls. Flop is 9-7-6 two-tone. Gonna check this one back. Let it go, I guess. That's my monitor's doing this fucking thing again. I'll be right back. All in here. Sorry, I'm all in with King 7 called by Jack 7 in the Grant. We both hit a 7 on the river. I didn't get to the table in time to show it, the whole thing, but we do get the double. Three bet here with ace four clubs. This player's got an 86%, 85% VPIP. They have ace jack. They actually have a hand. I thought maybe they were just absolute maniac, but they did have a hand that could beat us. We see bet into two players here. We take it down with top top. We're back in the Hamilton. All in here with eights for 12. Down here we got two pair of fives and sixes. I hate this river a lot. A lot. Should just not bet. It's a silly place to bet. We got kings here in the uppercut. We've got kings here in the uppercut. Kings versus ace 10 and ace queen. Huge spot to get a huge stack and a bounty. Just no aces allowed. Things you love to see. 100 big blind stack and another bounty coming our way. Oh, my 100 big blind stack. That was just an 84 big blind stack. The eights got through. I don't know if I showed, but the eights got through when we jammed. I was too busy torching chips with ace four suited to show that hand, I think. I don't know why my like main monitor just like decides to go into standby mode sometimes while I'm like actively fucking using it. It drives me insane. I've looked at all over the internet to try to see how to fix it. Even bought new DisplayPort cables. I don't know. Man, it's tempting, but we're not gonna call with the ace four of spades here. It's so tempting. We're gonna fold. And I done been told a long time ago. Six four raises pre and gets it all in with a gut shot. Okay. Bit of I need an emoji that's like there's kind of like huh emoji, right? Isn't there like there's one that's like this one? Raised down here with ace 10 of clubs at the Benjamin. Wow, what a beautiful spot for aces here, finding themselves up against ace jack for a like perfectly complete double. They had like the same stack. What the fuck is this fucking squeeze? Fold my ace 10 of clubs. Raise here with 8-7 of clubs. We ISO the jacks with 7-8 of clubs. 6. Couldn't get it done. You're welcome, Nico. The quadruple up. Nine 4-0 here. All in here with queen jack of diamonds. We get it through. Heading a call here, ace jack and ace 7. They chop it up. The jack doesn't play. Doesn't matter. Tens versus ace king. They're flipping in the Benjamin here. We're not involved. Spades for the 10. Ace king gets a double. All in here with ace queen for 30. Called by ace 10 suited. Oh boy. Oh boy. We chop. Aces and eights with a king. As they have like a free roll basically on the river to hit a club. Thankfully they don't, but not loving chopping ace queen to ace 10 obviously. These players both limped. We see a bet and a raise. I have ace 5 on this board. Like, what the fuck? Raise queen jack here. We get 2 callers. Flop is ace king 6. They hate to play poker. They just ship it. Oh, give me my guards back. Give me that Broadway straight back. I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating. Say it ain't so. I'd go turn the lights off, carry me home. We're gonna bluff big here one time with queen 10 on ace king 4. Work sucks. I know. Left me roses by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares. Two players, three players all in, four players involved. Sevens versus 8-6 versus Jack 10 of clubs versus King 7 of clubs. The sevens just hold for 3 bounties. Insane. 27.50 just in the bankroll, straight in. Tens versus fives, we ship, they call. Collect another bounty for 750. Reason take with King 7. Talk about a haves and have-nots type of table. Look at this. 3 stacks about 80 big blinds plus, and then 3 stacks under 10 big blinds. Crazy. Oh, we don't expect ace king to flat. Bottom 2 pair, we're gonna check raise here. They're ahead equity wise. We're ahead right now. Never mind. Damn. King queen of clubs, the fucking open-ended straight flush draw. Disgusting. We're not gonna get back in the Benjamin tonight, folks. We're limping here. I think we're gonna balance like our very strong limps with hands like this. So we're gonna limp the a6 of hearts. Yeah, sure. We'll just go with it. If you have a 5, I mean, so be it. 6s, and we got 43% 3 ways. That's all I need to know. Come on, come on, come on. 43% 3 ways is such a good spot to get some chips in. We'll bet here on the turn with Jack 10. So, troublesome because the King X is going to definitely check flop. Hopefully they're passive enough to check back river. Check! Love to see it. You love to see it. All right, we're just going to finish off these 2 spots, guys, I think. Now, you know what? No, you know what? We're firing another round of things, but we're gonna jump in the title fight PKO. Yeah, we're gonna jump in this title fight PKO. We're gonna forego the Benjamin, but play the $50 title fight PKO instead. Let's play some cubes. We'll play a $25 cube because it's ready to fire. Whoa. Excuse me. At 15 bigs, I think we just open rip our first hand here. Would have been a quick $25, but we get it through. Tiny dancer in my hand. Raise here with ace queen in the Hamilton. Big blind defends. Flop is jack 5-4. C bet and take. Ace king here and a player all in for short stack. I'm calling. We're calling for 2 bounties and a huge one. Ace king flipping with 10s for the big one. Put your 10 out there. No, don't put your 10 out there. Put an ace or a king out there, or a jack. Ace 4 of hearts even wins the main pot. We lose the flip to pocket 10s. Wow. We're jamming huge here. King queen ISOs the king 9. We both flop a pair. We have the better 2 pair on the river and we get the bounty. We jammed king 10 down here, called by 8s, and the 8s held, unfortunately, in the cube sit and go. We're gonna jam 9-5 suited, I think, for 4 big blinds. 2 suited cards like this, probably good enough. They have the same suit as us, that's no fun. We flop 2 pair, though. No, we don't want our flush, is the thing. We'll take a boat, that's fine. See, I told you, second most common. Wow. Ink. Gotta go with it here. Ace 7 of clubs. It says TY. Hit me with the ace when they put the TY in there, please. Hit me with the ace or the 7 when they put the TY in there, please. Good luck, buddy. I'm gonna need it, brother. It's been a rough one tonight. Ace 8, we're all in. Called by king 4, 60% to stay alive. Oof. 7 or an ace? That's a 7. We're still here. Come on, let me beat this TY motherfucker. It's always the freaking... I want to hit him back with the TY, but it's not to win the tournament, so... It's always the freaking not all in raise, right? That has... That has a nutted freaking hand. It says OMG sick. Flipping with 3s. This is better than we could hope for. 8-5 suited flipping with 3s. Come on, get there. Come on, get there. Damn it. I wanted to beat this player so bad. Let's do another one. Now, we don't know which player it is. Just because this player has the same avatar doesn't mean it's the same player. Three ways will fold our Jack 9. We would have defended heads up. I like this hand a lot less three ways. And I like less than half of you, half as well as you deserve. Thank you, Tom. We're kind of a far cry from turning this night around, though. Gonna need a lot of run good on the back end. You know what I mean? We are ITM in the uppercut PKO here. With the size of the bounty involved, we are gonna get involved here. Though not a huge fan of 4-4 deuce. Yeah. They hate to play post flop. They really do. They hate to play post flop. Imagine we flop a straight and they do that, though. Imagine we just have a 4. Imagine. All in here with King 5. Ace Jack catches the jam from Ace 5. Says one time they both have straight draws. Ace Jack holds. Just based on the like 3 big blind not all in raise, I think this is the other player we were playing against previously. We fold our 5-7 here. King 7 versus Queen 3. Queen 3 flops 2 pair. TY crap is annoying as hell. It really is. Don't jam, don't jam, don't jam, don't jam, don't jam. Rolling with Ace 3. Called by King 9. We got 59% to double and take the chip lead here. Hold. Dude, losing the fake flip 8-5 suited to 3s is like, that's tilting in and of itself. Like, you always expect to win that, right? When you get a flip with cards like that. I always think I'm good there. King 5 dominating the King 3 here, but there's a lot of chops. Well, not when there's a 5 on the flop and the turn. That changes things a bit. All right, we do have the slight chip lead, the slight mathematical advantage here. They're going to fold the first hand to us. Over you. Why do you do it to me? Why do you do it now? Love that they're giving walks. That's nice. Me when I'm a dog. Come on. I'm going to give a walk here, which is frustrating, but... King 6 over a limp will jam. Their limp folds. Too many jokes about the back end to type. Come on, you've got macros for those, right? You got keyboard shortcuts on your phone for those jokes, right? Jam 8, called by King Deuce for the win. No kings, no tens. We'll take it. We win and we spin. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep it going. 25 spins into 125. All right. 5x, baby. Pocket jacks here, we see bet. You take it down. Here we got pocket fives calling a 3-bet. Raise here with ace 10 over a limp. Player is very sticky. But they seem to be pretty passive post, so pretty fit or fold, so. Four of 11 here. Ace queen trying to get a double through ace jack here. And they do, and now player is very, very short. We liked when the other player was more headable for their betting because 1875, but this one is very, very short, even though it's only a min bounty. Can't believe these players are folding here. I mean, this is players sitting out, so that's fine, but. Great pound. It's hard to make a pair in this game. I don't have a diamond. From there in a glass. Ace queen. Great hand to ISO a bounty. Come on, Cade! We'll get it through with a C-bet on the flop here. come along here with the suited one gapper. We missed the flop horrendously. However, as of the turn, we have a flush draw. And as of the river, we have a 5 kicker. Queen 7 wins a small one. Ace 8 gets a triple up. Only to find your memory train. Cade wants to do it again. Are you gonna ISO? Or are you just gonna call? You're just gonna call. I'll do the same. Check. Please check. Please check. Hey! Oh. My booty. Damn it. Someone raised like 7 big blinds here. Yeah. Yeah, they opened to fucking 8 big blinds in the title fight PKO. Would have flopped a straight. Jack 10 here. Tempting, like, 'cause if we hit, we might just stack off against this player if they have just like an ace, but ace queen's gonna be a jam here, folks. Player limp calls us with king 8. We turn a king. They got us. Gross. We re-enter. What do we have? Yeah, we'll get back in there with 20 bigs. 18.75 big blinds. Whoa! It's a big jam. Whoa! 6 of 9. We're on the FT bubble here. I don't think I even need to do this label, but this player obviously playing very, very aggro for bounties. Be pipping tons of hands. Anything else we want to be playing? I'm going to try to jump into a $10 cube if it kicks off here. Player all in. This could send us to the FT, but they fold. Shortest stack is the stack 2 to our left. Not too shallow this tournament, honestly. The second shortest is the player to our right with 27. Short stack raises, both players call. And an out of position lead from Lena. And a call. Does the shorty stay in? The shorty jams, in fact, maybe has an overpair. Just wants to stack off now, or I imagine that's a strong chance that they have like 8s or 9s in this spot. Kind of hand you'd expect to do that. And they laugh and laugh. Just a limp from our aggro friend here. Sees a jam after they limp. We are getting into a $10 cube here. We've got ace-3 of diamonds on the first hand. Wouldn't hate a jam here, but I decided to just complete the small blind. Maybe this should be a jam, honestly. I don't know. Because it sucks when this happens, kind of, but speaking of jams, raising a jam here. Big stack still not going after the bounty. Not finding the right one. This is the right one for us, as we're gonna jam here for 14 bigs. Called by King Jack. Flop to 4. I was gonna say we're gonna need a 4. I didn't see it on the flop at first. We have one already. Raise here with King 5 of diamonds. Big stack calls. We expect nothing less. All in here. We're gonna check here. Miss the river, sadly. And don't think I turned my busted flush draw into a bluff. We don't need to, it turns out. Jack 9 has nothing. Which is even worse than the nothing that we have. I lost a small one here. We are playing 20 to 10, 2 to 1 chip lead. We're going to limp the 10-6 of diamonds. We'll call the 2 suited cards, seeing the raise come in from our opponent. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's something, right? Okay, now we're double gutted end of flush draw. Just hit it. Forehead. What the fuck? All in. Okay, ace queen of diamonds hits the river of all things. Jesus, you decided to check and fucking get me to jam? Well played. Honestly, I gotta tell you, that's well played. Ace 7 versus 10-8 here to get the double. I'll fold here on river. They bet turn and river. Jam here for the win. 3s versus 10-9. We flip. Flop a set. Got him. Flop and set. $10. That's a 2.5x. We'll see if we can get in another one of those. Even if I tried, if I wanted to. Another cube, sit and go kicking off. Good God, the aggro doesn't come in. This player feels like they have to jam, I guess. I can win a pot! Over 2 limps. 7 seem good enough to jam here in the $10 Hamilton. The 8s limp call us. God, that's frustrating. That's so fucking frustrating. We're in again. We're in it again. Freaking limps. 8s. I can't change if I try. Pocket kings here. Oh man. Welp. Got the ace of spades. Oh God, pair the board. God. We got it in bad, technically. I mean, we were the equity dog in that hand. Would have been weird because we would have. Yeah, it would have been weird if we check They definitely bet flop. We call. They definitely bet the turn. Maybe they check the turn. I don't know, but I think an aggro player like that, they don't really think too much of it, and they just bet the turn anyway. Done in by our own king. That's frustrating. That was like our day save spot remaining, I think. I mean, we still got the title fight PKO. It's very early in this one, but over here. Other player got taken out, so we're playing at a deficit here. We folded the 7-8. Looking for hand to go all in with, like this one. We're all in here with ace-10. Or like this one, we've got jacks. Jacks versus the queen deuce. Double there. Here we've got a flopped straight. Keeps me hanging on. I don't think we want to just call again with clubs out there. Like they'll get in with a big club and we'll hopefully get a double. King 10 here, we jam. This is basically for the sit and go. We've got a king and a 10 versus pockets. Evans. They turn a boat. Glitch me? They did not glitch me. We're waiting in the $10 stake, but we're gonna fire up a $5 one as well. Some nights are just like this, yeah. Keep on waiting, anticipating. Yeah, that was our day save potential. I mean, we didn't get like smashed today necessarily, but we're down 240. That's pretty rough. What a jack kicker. How do we feel about a jack kicker? Feels pretty good. It's break time, but I'm just gonna skip the break. I don't really need to use the bathroom or anything. Ace 7 for 15 effective. Ship it in. Here we go, they say. Here we go. We'll just echo their sentiment. Omega lol. Ace 10 here. I see a limp off of 5 big blinds. I'm all in. A limp king 5. Oof. Yeah, I knew that was a bad turn card. So many outs after that turn. Diamonds, 3s, 5s, kings. Come on, you fall. All in with a king and a 10. Called by a jack and a 10. We're good. Got most of the chips in play. 75% or something. Can't be folding this hand for 4 big blinds. And obviously not for 1.75. Not making a habit of folding the suited one gapper here. Hello. We call. We're ahead 69% to take this player out. Got 2 pair. We got him. We're heads up there. Here we jam king 3, blind versus blind. Snap called by the 7s. Out of that one. I mean, I'll try to do the honorable thing here. We'll wait a second to see if the sitting out player returns as we enter another $5. All right. I mean, I'm not digging into my time bank. You had your chance. They're back. I went on the record. I tried. I waited. What? No, they're sitting out again. Again, I'm not going into my time bank here. I will click the button if it folds to me. Or if it gets close to timing out, I mean. What am I talking about? If it folds to me. Freaking just like speech, force of habit. 8-6 versus the Jack 9. Flop trips and we win. It'll take a lot of 20s to get back to the day save here, but it's a start. Raise down here the 9-7 of hearts. 2 players call. Let's just try a c-bet, see if it gets through. It does. We love it. They fold to us there. We're betting here on the turn with king 10. We'll bet 1 big blind on the river and get value. Love to see it. Queen 4. I think I can't fold to 1 big blind. Limp call here with Jack 4 suited. Here we win with Queen high kicker. Nice. You win. We're just jamming the Queen 9 of diamonds here. Everybody's got a 9. That doesn't seem great for me. But it's a queen right away. Hold. It's just that simple. Queen 9 beats King 9 and Ace 9. And we spin a 35. Let's go. Let's raise here. Take it down in the Hamilton. They do like a little blocker bet. We raise. All right, we still firing some 10s here. Now, if we start winning 35s, we start to cut into that hard day a little bit faster. Can't do it here in the 5. This player bet folds. Very short. We've both got about 10. I got a raise here if they fold. We just need to stick it in, but they're going to take the opportunity with ace 9 and come up against ace 8. Good spot for them. 9 on the flop, fading 7s on the river. No 7 to be found. We're heads up in the $5 stake here. Let's try limping the 10-8. They check it. Bet flop here. Mullen. Trips, no good. Can't fold. Any 2 call. We've got 9-5. We're dominated by Jack 5. Let's put another bad beat on him. 27% to do so. Need a 9er or another 5. It's not going to do it. Ugh, 60s. 10-9 here versus King 6. And player eliminated. We're heads up in the $10 stake as well. 10-9-0. I'm happy you gave a walk. That was not going to be a fun one to decide. Try limping here with Queen 3. They're going to raise us. We're going to fold. Jam here in the $5 stake with ace 5. They fold. Ugh, one of our only folds probably. I don't even know if this should be a fold at 2.5. At like 2.2 I feel like I have to call even that, but at like 2.5 we just fold. Ace 8 suited here versus 10-9 suited. 100% on the turn. Nice. Still in contention in the $10. We're getting smoked in the $5. We call 10-4 suited here. We got 33% only. We flop a 10, but they turn us dead. Okay. $10-6. I think this is like any cards jam. Oh my god, why are they so nutted all the time? They had 8s and ace 10 in these back-to-back hands. Give me a 6. Moan it in. Moan it in. We got a glitch. King 9 here versus King 8 in the bigger buy-in. Flop trips. We got him. All right, we got the chip lead in the bigger one. If we run hot in the 10s and not in the 5s, it's better. I mean, and we also didn't run that bad because we got half our buy-in back. 10-4, we're just going to fold. I think if we limp, this player is going to jam 100% of hands. I think we got a call here. 10-8 versus 6-5. Fading chops, right? Nice. 10 spins at 25. Hey, it's better than a 20. We limped 6-5 suited down here. They raised pre. They min clicked it. We called and then check fold on the ace king queen flop. Good evening to you. How's the poker treating you this evening? How'd you do on the leaderboard for BBC? I ended up like I think I was 22nd or 23rd on the gold leaderboard, just off the leaderboard sadly, and then 6th on the silver leaderboard if I recall correctly for like $80. Let me look. Yeah, I got 6th on the silver leaderboard and no, sorry, 22nd. Yeah, 2 off the leaderboard in the on the gold side. Which is a shame, because on the gold side, the prizes are bigger, right? Like last place, 20th on the gold leaderboard would have gotten me more than 6th on the silver. But we didn't quite make it. A good showing, though, overall. I mean, I'm pleased with how I played this series. Could have ran a little better, but definitely could have ran a little worse. And there were some nights I could have played a little better as well, of course. But I don't know. I would give myself like a B grade for my play this series. I think I played solid. Barrel here with Jack 8 and this player jams on us. We're like just semi-bluffing as we pick up as we have a gut shot and we block Queen Jack and those things, but this player just I guess has a 10. So he's here with Jack 3 suited. Hoping for this flop. In position, facing a min click, we'll call with the 2 suited cards. Cool. I feel like when they check to us, we gotta bet here and fold out like 9s, 10s. Like they're just gonna fucking be like so pissed and fold. Okay. When they call, I'm pissed. Here we flop a set. Okay, you're supposed to fold fucking pocket 4s when I bet on it. When you check and I bet on ace queen deuce, okay? You're supposed to fucking fold pocket 4s is the thing. Ace 7 here we jam. Called by king jack. Use a diamond or an ace. 7 is not the one we were looking for. King Jack here, we call blind versus blind. They've got 8-5. We got 64% to stay in it here. Cool. Back in the chip lead. Back in the driver's seat. Six 4 calls up against King Queen. 6-4's got some outs. Doesn't find one. All right, we play perfectly even with this player. 450 plays 450, 7.5 to 7.5. We limp, they call. They jam on the all spade board. We jam here. This player's played very few hands. They do call us with 7-6-0 and have us have our 6-3 dominated, but we flop a flush. Amazing. Amazing. King Queen here, we're gonna call. They're not gonna bet though. Fold, I guess. Jam down here with deuces. Wow, we dodged a bullet, I think. Queens. Deuces versus ace 5 here. 2 or a 3. Real low one on the board, please. All right. It's another glitch, another rebate. 50% rebate on our $5 tonight. All in here with pocket 3s. Called by 6-4. This is not this kind of call off, but you're going to get me, aren't you? You're going to get me with this, aren't you? I just knew it. I knew it before the cards even came out. I mean, that's a 25% rebate, but we'll still take it. Pot odds alone, I think we have to call even with the offsuit queen jack here. Obviously, we're exiting this now. Turn my head east. I don't see nobody by my side. I turn my head to the west. Still nobody inside. So I turn my head to the north. King 6 beats us here. Jam over the raise with pocket 8s here. They raise fold. People do that? Dead and gone, dead and gone. Jam here with King 10. We got 3-bet here. They 3-bet us and then check flop, and now they're just overbet jamming. Okay. Very peculiar line from our opponent. We'll give him credit for something. We limp here, they jam. Folding. We'll flat the raise here with Jack 9. Flop is deuce 7. We're gonna jam down here with 10-9 of hearts. Player clicks it. That doesn't seem great. That doesn't seem ideal, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, if we're gonna be up against the hand that clicks it, I guess I want it to be ace king. Hell, maybe not. Oh, it's just a royal, folks. It's just gonna beat me with a royal, just to add a little bit of sauce to it. You're just gonna defeat me with the royal flush, just for extra little whip, little corkscrew on that knife. I have a pair and a flush draw. Jam the turn, they fold. Lines are up and we're all in. Ace 5. All in here with Jack 9 offsuit. Both of us are all in. That player calls. This player has Queen 9. That's really unfortunate. 10 ball. Corner pocket. Join another one. 9-7 will fold. Queen 10, I'm all in. Called by the 6-3. Come on, get there. Let's get there. All right. Let's play another 25 here. Never mind. I tried to play another 25, but it filled up already. I'm gonna skip it. We'll do a 5 instead. Stick to the 5s and the 10s. Feel fear in my enemy's eyes. All in here with 10-9 suited. Bring in Roman cavalry choir suit. Ace queen here. They're gonna click it on me. I'm gonna jam here. Wow, wow, wow. 10-3 and king 10. Hold. No, spade, spade. Ah, jeez, man. Just having a rough time tonight, folks. Just having a bit of a rough time. The hits just keep on coming here in the $10 cubed. We're out as well. Top loses to the flush draw. Player decided to click it on us with bottom pair 10 kicker and like dial up the pot. We're all in for the rest of it here with queen 8 suited, getting ISO'd. We're live cards against ace king. Well, we're dead against ace king. Just got the cube sitting, goes left. Really? It's hard to make a pair in this game, etc., etc. We check call 6-5. Still gonna call again. I think we call again. Just hammering away with king 7-0. King 8 of diamonds here for the rest. We're up against 6 deuce. We got him. Up to 6-8 of diamonds. King 9 here will jam after the limp. The limp king 7. Is this a limp trap? I don't know. Do you know? If it's a limp trap, they got us. Make trip 7s. Do they know if they're limp trapping? I'm not sure. Who did it? Tilt and Chill. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Good poker name. We flopped the pair. We're all in. They have ace queen. Doesn't seem good. Had no chips. Got those chips in. We lose. We'll try a few more of these. I'm in for another like 10 cube sit and goes before we call it quits for the night. Made a flush here on river. We get that win for 1250. Up here we got King 5. Fold the King 5 to the raise. I think this would have been one of the King X we want to jam when it folds to us. Some King X we jam and some we don't. Some we like slow play, some we limp. Some we limp slow play, some we limp out of weakness. I think the middle King X we like jamming some of those. We'll just fold the 7-5. Now we're down from 10 big blinds to 8, and I think that makes enough of a difference here that this becomes one of the ones we jam instead of limp, probably. Sliding scale kind of thing. Ace Jack here. Just ship it. Jack 9 suited for 7 big blinds. We'll jam. Not over a raise though, quite. It's close. I've been running high when you're screaming my name. Alright. Ace 8 binks the river. Had diamonds and aces though, not just the aces. Nine 8 here. Player raises, we call. I was affecting let's see. If you got that as a bluff, you got me. Or as a value bet, you got me. It's not a value bet, it's a bluff. I meant to say if you got that as a bluff, I got you. We defended here. Man. Yeah. Nobody bluffs. Put another club out there, let's chop. Nobody bluffs, man. Nobody like even just sticks it in with just the ace there. They do though. But do I want to call with second pair when we're up against the ace? Probably not, right? Probably a fishy call against population, I think, actually. Alright, we're gonna play one last 25 to try to see where it takes us. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, this is gonna be our 25. Where I almost misclicked to start the tournament. Almost clicked like the call button there. Ace 8 here in the $10. We jam early. Run into queens. Barry. No Barry. Starting to get a little smoked in these, folks. How your love's affecting our reality. Limp the ace 9 of diamonds here. We bet flop, they fold. Kings here. Targeting a jack for value. It's a jack for value. Hooray! Jack deuce up against 9-6 for the win in the $5. 83% to win it. We got him. The mighty, mighty Jack deuce. $7-3 up against ace-5. Heads up in the $10. We're firm and high. Working on memories without any clues. Working on a night. Oops. We're very dead in this $25, folks. Jam here. I'm gonna jam a king 6 over this player's limping 67%. That's the problem with limping 67%. You get these in these situations where you like have to call. Now they're flipping with us, which is super annoying. Give me a king or a 9 now. All right. I think we should hang it up for the evening, probably, folks. End of the night not going too great for us. And another emblematic hand right here. As we lose ace 10 to jack 6. I think that is going to be it for me. We're down like 275 as of right now. We'll see what we win back in this $5 if we win anything back. King queen on 7-10 jack. Come on. King 4 good enough for 5 big blinds, I think. We get that one through. Good enough for me. Jack 4-0. Might qualify, but we're gonna fold. Probably qualifies. Night moves. Night moves. God. Should have jammed that. Whatever it was. Suited 8. 8-5 suited or something. Ugh. Now we have to call. I have to call. For any two. And they have jacks. Alright, yes. Stick your fucking fork in me. I'm done. I don't even want the deuce. I don't want it. Don't give it to me. Thank you. I wanted it. I wanted it. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Rough session today. Down 275 today. Is what it is. A little regression to the mean after a nice series. These sessions are gonna happen, and I don't even think I played bad today. I took a lot of bad beats. Yeah. Got in some spots that kind of sucked. Lost some big flips. Lost some big pots. Yeah. Is what it is. We'll be back again. I think I'm gonna be back again to stream tomorrow night, but I'm gonna go hang out with my wife, maybe catch up on a little television, and thank each and every one of you for being here. This is me doing that. Thank you, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. Peace.